Hello, welcome back to Philosoweebs. 40 years a weeb here.
And I'm T-Cone.
Hey, T-Cone, how the fuck are ya?
I'm great, Mr. 40-san. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I love second takes.
Hey, that's what it's all about. That's why they exist, because nothing is going to be perfect the first time around.
I agree. Writing is rewriting, They say a film's written 3 times: the script phase, the filming phase, and the editing phase.
Yes, sir. So,
Yep.
that's why we
Yeah,
have
man.
it. Hell yeah. Well, I'm going to ask you now. What has excited you this week?
Honestly, I don't think excited is the right word.
Okay.
Nothing really excited me this week other than like the basic shit of, Don to Don,
Got it.
which always does. But I think like I wanna wait. Let me go last because my thing is gonna turn into a conversation,
Okay.
like a full on thing. Let's talk about something that excited you a little bit because I feel like, man, I don't know. I spent a lot of time watching Vikings and The
Okay.
Last Kingdom. You know what I mean?
I got you.
That's cool, but
I
not really our
got you.
bailiwick.
I gotcha. Well, for me, what excited me, there was a lot of stuff, but to keep it just pinpointed was Call of Night, Don to Don again. Um, hey, fucking doing the shit we've been doing. Corey Kenshin just came out with a manga. So yeah, there's a lot. Honestly. Um, do you wanna do your thing first, or do you want me to touch on all my stuff?
Do it, man. Yeah. You're more excited than I am. I'm like conflicted.
Okay, interesting. All
I have
right,
conflicted feelings.
got it. All right, well, so the last episode of Don it wasn't too crazy, but it was good. It's always good, you know.
I think honestly, just the idea of the anatomy doll running
Yep.
through is crazy. What do you mean? It's not too crazy. It's bonkers. I love it.
It was pretty
It's
bonkers.
Don, man. I
I
love it.
I think compared to I'm reading the manga too, so I think compared to what's happening in there, it felt like a little low key. But we won't talk too much on that because I don't want to get too far ahead, seeing as the
I
anime is
didn't.
out.
I haven't read volume 10 yet. I don't know which chapters it covers.
Well, it's the start of the war, basically.
I know, but I don't know. Remember which chapters it covers, so I can't really.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't want
Yeah,
to spoil it for you. So we can talk about volume 10 next time.
gotcha. But yeah, Don to Don was great. Um, hell yeah, we've been doing our.
Oh, Gigi, how much of a genius are you?
Oh man, he's great.
And eventually, she's your grandma. Oh, dude. So good.
Fuck yeah.
It's so good.
It's
But
so
yeah, it's
good.
definitely like I know what you mean. Like it's one of those episodes where you can't like dig into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's nothing really yet. Like you see obviously like the beginnings of a love triangle, you
Mm.
know. But nothing much really yet.
Yeah. Yep. Call of the Night, last volume. It's very good.
Right.
Very
I
good.
loved it. It like showed the heart of what I feel it's been like trying to be about this whole time. Like I thought it was a great portrait of it. It was really good.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I'm really excited for I don't know. I'm excited for it to end, honestly. Like I feel like he's going to
I
do a good job, and I hope, I hope so.
I hope so too. Like I'm not excited for it to end, you know what I mean, but I'm excited to read the ending.
Yes, that's
Like I do like my stories to end, I do
absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If anyone's not out there not reading Call of Night, you should check it out. It's not what it appears to be at first, glance.
Yes. Besides
I
that,
still gotta make a big Maharu tombstone and put it behind me.
I
Right?
like that. That would be cool.
Just have it say like
Maharu.
rest in peace Maharu or something.
I actually, while I was reading that volume, I forgot he died.
Oh,
I forgot
you're
he
like, who
died,
is he?
and I'm like, what is he talking about? He's gone. I'm like, didn't he like come back? I'm like, oh no, he died. I completely forgot. It was sad all over again.
But that's what makes this a special story. Like, like because vampires and romance have always gone hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like it's always been part of the genre, like a big part of the genre.
Yeah.
And what they're doing in Call tonight, I think we've touched on a little bit on this on our show.
Yep.
About like how vampires return, like with love and stuff.
Yeah.
For if the vampire loves the person they're eating, for them to die is a very unique, unique thing. And it's like all this time we've spent, invested in Ko and Nazuna, and like we want them to be together as vampires, right? Like that's what we've always wanted.
Yep.
That's what they've wanted.
Yep.
But now it's like, is that possible? You know what I mean? Within the, the way that the story's written and the rules set up, I don't know. It might be a very bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
Like maybe Ko goes full vampire and Nazuna dies. Something like that. Who the fuck knows? Like I don't know.
I think either way he's gonna do a great job, but
I'm gonna be crying.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's gonna suck. I know it's gonna suck. But yeah, no, I think no matter what, it's gonna be a tearful ending. But I'm excited for it. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I got my nurse Nazuna right here. Actually, can you see it on camera? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's here. You can see everything pretty well, honestly.
Oh yeah, nice.
You could see everything up to the bleach box
behind me.
Yep, the paper. Yep.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Yeah, call that rule.
Hell yeah. Well, I think so. From there, we can probably talk a little about what we're doing, right? A little more about that.
Sure.
Is that what you're?
Sure. You're talking about our project with the center.
Of course. Mr.
We keep
Center.
forgetting how he wants to be called. We need to remember to do
King
that.
Vamp. King Vamp. I think he'll like that.
Probably, yeah.
He's Playboy Cardi. He's King Vamp.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
All
sure,
these a bunch of AKAs. I like it. Center.
Mr. Center.
El Centro.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, hey, bro. I know what you want to say about this, how hard this is.
Yeah, I think like the first thing I'm gonna say, it's like I already knew, of course. I'm not a fucking moron. Like I know how much work these people put into it.
Yeah.
But I respect them so much more now that I've like actually tried dancing. Dude, what these people are doing is amazing.
It is. Shout out to all the dancers, just for anything, any line of dance work. Like it really is. I mean, it's a job. It's a workout. You need to be athletic. You need to be fucking coordinated.
You need to remember the move.
Need to be able to remember. It is intense.
It's intense. We're like, all right, these 10 seconds, and I can't do them. I can't do 10 seconds. I can barely do 3 seconds.
I think it's amazing too to see, like, I mean, with everything, like, there's skill gaps and there's talent and there's all these things.
Like watching the same dance by 2 different groups.
We watched 2 separate videos, and I instantly saw a difference. I instantly could see who was better, whether that be because they are more advanced and have practiced longer, or maybe it's talent, maybe it's just the way they learned. But like it's I told you we watched that second video. I'm like, okay, I could see us doing this, but that first one, like, it was really like as close to the anime as I felt you could get. Like, I remember when we first said we were going to do this and I was watching the video for Poppin' 2, I'm like, some of this is just, like, not possible because it's animated. Like, it's just, like, people don't move like that. And then we watched that video, I'm like, they nailed it. Like, they did such a great job.
It truly, that one video is really good. We should probably learn what they're called so we can shout them out as our our sensei.
This is true. I like that. But... Here,
but listen, you're making it sound like the other group we watched was bad. I don't think they were bad.
They weren't bad. Just, I think that they weren't bad. The other group, in my opinion, was just way better.
The other group was more like I would say natural, like more fluid, like
Yeah.
like they were moving. Like the second group, like the way that they were moving, it was slower yet still on beat. So like whatever, I don't know how to describe it. I was able to follow their movements easier, more clearly. Can't you link that video in our episode's description on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
All right.
I'll do that then.
So in the episode description, you T-Cone can link that video and they can check it out.
Yeah, we will link that in the description so you guys can see what we're talking about. But yeah, they were amazing. They were amazing, and we hope to reach their level.
Oh look, I got my doubts. I honestly think it's too bad it's winter because I want to like start jogging or some shit. Because honestly, that's the hardest part, the stamina. You know, after 45 seconds of doing what they're doing, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm tapped out.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, keep going. You're like, just get us going, which is good if you need to do.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to sit the fuck down. You know.
Yeah.
That shit's tough.
It is. Honestly, I'd say fuck jogging. Just do the dance more, you know? I feel like that's more fun. It's more fun.
I don't have room.
Do it right outside. If you were going to go jogging, but you can't put your phone on outside and do it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Come on.
But no, it's winter. Neither right now. Fuck that shit. I'm an inside guy. I hide from the elements.
Oh, shit. I'm going to start. We're going to have a 10-second session every day at work now.
Great.
Oh shit. Nah, but
I'll be sweating. You'll be sweating through my shirt.
Sweating at fucking work. Yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah. But nah, hell yeah. I mean, I have so much fun doing that shit. I had so much fun doing it. And yeah, it's definitely stamina draining, but hey, you gotta mind over matter, I guess. Just keep going.
Yeah. Yep. It's definitely something I would never do alone.
Oh no.
Never do it.
I mean, I probably would. Honestly, I think I might have to start doing it alone. I think I might do it just for exercise, you know?
And you can coach me.
And there we go. Then I can get better. You know what?
Since that was supposed to be his tenor's job, he don't seem to be studying it.
That's funny. But yeah, no, I think that's part of what I'm gonna do. That's part of I'm gonna start doing it at home just by myself. Word.
Yeah, I feel you. I would if I had the space, but I ain't doing
it. Bro could live in a mansion, he'd say the same thing.
Man, my house is too small. There's no room.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
But what
I don't
you
really
can
have too much
do.
more to say about dance.
Well, I was gonna say what you can do that you can't make an excuse for is the other side of what we've been doing. If you want to talk about that some more.
What are we talking about?
What do we do when we're not dancing?
Oh, have we talked about that at all? I don't think we have, right?
I don't think so. I mean, we have a tiny bit. I don't think we've really gotten that deep in it because I expressed, I think, last time about how I wanted to get FL Studio and stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I think, hey, just do you have anything to say about? Because I know you're fucking enjoying doing it, right? You know, like, what do you have to say about it?
I think I told you this a while back. It's like there's very few things in my life that I could do. Like I can put my head down and just start doing it and actually lose track of time.
Yeah.
You know, making music is one of them.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be good music or bad music. You know, I enjoy it. Like it feels like it's something I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, like I just dig it.
Yeah.
Just dig it so much.
Hell yeah, man.
So like, I'm glad that we've been spending a lot of time doing it. To be perfectly frank, it's not something I thought I would get out of Philosoweebs. You know, because it's always something that like I had a goal to do, but I didn't think you were the guy to be part of it. Like I didn't think you wanted it.
Yeah.
You know. So it was a pleasant surprise when all of a sudden you were like, well, "What about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's go with it."
Hell yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I still gotta check on.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna say. I still gotta check on FL Studio if you can have it on more than one device.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if not,
at this point, I think it's a certainty that I will be getting it either way. So, hell
if
yeah.
if you get it and I like it, I'll get it too.
Word.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like I don't know what we're gonna do with any of it yet, but I want to just keep making it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think
eventually we'll come up with a little theme song for this.
Yeah, eventually. Like, I think just making music, like, first off, it's fun. Like you said, like, whether it's bad or good, it's fun. It's just something to do, you know? It's fun. It's something productive that even though, like, we're not doing anything with it, it's still, like, you're doing something that's a skill-based thing that you can get better at and can help with other things. Kind of like when you were juggling, and I was saying to you, like, it's so amazing to me that you're so good at fucking juggling. That seems like such a high, like, high set, like, skill, not skill of, like, juggling, but, like, whatever you want to say, like, the,
practicing, like, earning it.
Yeah, like, and just, like, hand-eye coordination, all that, like, I just think it's amazing. So I think, like, making music is the same way, you know?
I agree. I mean, and it's all, like, builds gray matter, too, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Help stave off dementia. Dude, fucking juggling. Do you know how many hours I spent just throwing balls in the air by myself?
Fucking sure it was a lot. You need to replace that with dancing now.
I don't. But that's the thing too. Like, I don't enjoy dancing. Like, I enjoy.
Okay. That's
you know
fair.
What I mean? Like, I think it's funny, amusing, especially when like all of us are like running into each other and shit. Like, that's funny. But I don't like enjoy throwing my body around.
Okay.
If I'm gonna throw my body around, I want to make music with it.
That's fair. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like hit drums and shit.
Hell yeah.
I want to do. I wanted to like mix my loves. Have you ever seen bounce juggling?
No.
It's juggling but against the ground.
Okay.
So it's like with juggling size bouncing balls.
Yeah.
You would throw them at the ground and juggle. So you can do all these different patterns and shit off the ground. Really hard. Like really fucking hard. But, juggling is just counting, right? Just like music. And so juggling is very musical. So at one point, I really wanted to build like this like wooden like object with different like surfaces, and had another part of it that would have like what's the word I'm looking for, like electronic triggers on them, have a bounce juggling drum kit.
That would be cool.
I was working towards it, but I wound up moving, man. I had like half of it built. It would have been fucking really cool.
Yeah.
Dude, people do some cool shit out there. There's I'm sure they're still around. There's a juggling troupe called the Flying Karamazov Brothers. And one of their things is you can't even join the troupe unless you can also play an instrument of some kind. Like they incorporate music throughout the shows. And at one point, like they stand in a line and they're wearing these gloves with metal lining their fingers, like a metal thing across.
Yeah.
So when they juggle the clubs, you can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Clearly.
And
they all juggle different patterns to make a beat and stuff with it. So, juggling musically, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool shit.
Hell yeah.
I like that stuff.
Hell yeah. Hey man. Just gotta keep putting in the work. It'll come more and more,
Yeah. It's true. Like you use juggling as an example, it's amazing. You can juggle 5 balls. That's fucking hard. When I get 3 balls, see 5 balls and go, what the hell do you do that? So to actually be able to get to the point is really like, oh man, like super dork boner, like rewarding as hell. Rewarding.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I was struggling with 2. So
it's just like practice, that. Like anything else.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Well, that's all I got for now. If you want to go on to your confliction.
Man, all right. So I told you, I spent a bunch of time watching idol shows.
Yep.
I watched all the Love Live shows. I watched some other show. I don't even remember the name of it. It was inconsequential.
Okay.
so then afterwards, I still wanted music, but I was, I didn't really want more idols because like I don't enjoy the music that much, you know. So I wanted something different. So I stumbled upon Sound Euphonium,
Okay.
and it's about a girl who plays euphonium in a brass band, like in a high school brass band.
Okay.
So, all right, I like brass music and big band stuff. It's fine. Why not? We'll check the show out. And it took me a good season and like 2 episodes before I was actually invested in the characters and the story.
Yeah.
Like before that, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. Yeah, I don't know. I was very middling on it. I really just stayed on to see like one because of the music and two because I wanted to know what the hell the point was. Like, what were they? Was it just what was to the show? Is it just another get the gold at the competition show, or was there something more to it?
Yeah.
I stuck with it, and then I did get invested. And spoilers for Sound Euphonium, people. You get to a point where like, so this girl and this girl she went to middle school with, they didn't make it to nationals. They failed. And in their first year of high school, they got 2 nationals, but they only got bronze. Then the second year, they didn't get to nationals again. Now it's the third year, the third season's third year, whatever. And the friend girl plays trumpet, and this one plays euphonium. And the whole thing is the trumpeter's like a, super talented girl, right? Like super hardworking, great at it. Like she's going places. The main character is very conflicted. Everyone wants to go to music school. She doesn't think she should go to music school. She's very wishy-washy, you know, right? But she does get to a point where she's like, I want to. There's a big solo in the nationals, right, where her instrument supports the trumpet, and she's like, I want to do this with you. In our last year together, we're best friends. I want to do it, right? So we're watching her get to that, right? Like we're invested in this girl trying to get to a level she could play, you know, in the final fucking thing with the girl, with her friend.
Yeah.
And then in the last season, they introduce a transfer student who's better than her, right? So of course, that's fine for drama. That's what happens, right? You need something to fight against. She has to, the shonen spirit, right?
Yep.
But she doesn't fucking get it. She literally doesn't get it. She doesn't get to play at the solo in the end. Yeah, sure, the class wins the gold. But the show's not about the class. The show's about this girl.
Yeah.
And, like, she doesn't get it. So, like, as a viewer, it felt kind of like a betrayal, right? It bugged the shit out of me. And it's, like, right at the end. And you still don't know what this girl's doing with her life because she's been such a weird, wishy-washy, annoying character. And then, like, it does the credits time skip thing, right? And it's her after college, and now she is, of course, her band's teacher aide thing,
Yeah.
right? Which is like the best appropriate ending you can do.
Yeah.
It's so fucking manipulative. It's like because like someone like me, of course, I'm mad with what they did to me, right? But how could I not be angry with the outcome? Right? Because of course she would do that. She didn't know what she wanted to do. This thing meant so much to her. Why wouldn't she decide to, give her life to it, right? But still, I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth that I wanted to see her next to the friend that we've watched for 3 fucking seasons have the big moment together. Like I wanted that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make me simple? Maybe, but like that's what entertainment's about. It's a fucking stupid anime show. It's not high entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Give me the money shot moment, and that's what it is. Because like the show is weird and it had a lot of strange elements to it. But what it did have and what I found endearing about it was the friendship between these two characters. The trumpeter girl was like, she's super tsundere. She was super hard nut to crack, for her to become friends and to open up with and all that stuff. But when she did finally open up, they had really like very nice moments, and coming from a guy who watched a lot of this shit, like this one actually had some really, moments that made me go, oh, I believe this friendship on screen. I believe it with my whole heart. So to not see them play together was annoying. And to fucking kick us in the nuts even more, They milk the drama for all it's worth. Will she play? Will she not? And in the end, she has to be chosen. Their audition is they both have to play, and they'll be chosen by a vote. God damn it. They'll be chosen by a vote of the whole band, but they can only by sound. They can't be seen. So they have to vote by sound, right?
Okay.
If you know these instruments well enough, one of the things about the show they're telling you is you recognize when a person is playing. You can tell the difference between them. Maybe not everybody, but to a trained ear, like, say, the trumpeter, he knows if it's her best friend playing or the other girl, right? So in the end, they take their vote. And he goes, oh, we have one short. Who didn't vote? The trumpeter. I didn't, right? And she votes for not her friend. She does the deciding vote against her friend. And then in the end, like before they play, she says to her, she goes, I recognize your sound. I didn't choose you. And like, sure, they set this disappointment up early on, like kind of in the first season when the trumpeter girl has an audition and kicks out like an older student because she's better. So like the whole thing is meritocracy, like whoever's better gets the part, which is of course fine. But why didn't the fucking writers make her better than the other one? We watched her train all this fucking time. Make her good enough to fucking do the thing. It's a simple decision. It's a few strokes of a pen, and the animators can go and draw it. So,
So would you say that they were just too ambitious in a way? Like they were trying too hard?
I don't think it was ambition because I think that they absolutely succeeded in what they were trying to say. I just didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like that's their right as artists.
Yeah. You just didn't like it. You just didn't like it.
I would rather have seen her play the solo and them lose and not get the gold than have them get the gold and her not play the solo.
Huh.
This is what she wanted. If her as a character didn't care, if she was genuinely okay with not playing the solo, then it wouldn't have bothered me. But it was what the character wanted, and I'm very attached. It's like I want it for them.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
That's why I feel that way.
See, you describing that to me, like I feel like that. Like to me, like that doesn't bother me, because to me that's like, hey, like you can't always get what you want, Sometimes I
understand.
Try so hard.
This isn't real life. It's a fucking anime.
I know.
Why waste my time with that? Why wasn't the beginning of the season with the other girl, the one who fucking played in the solo? Why wasn't it her, Joe? You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. That reminds me of No, go ahead.
I was just saying it comes with all this bullshit. Like in her old school, her good friend literally quit because she never got the solo because her friend always got it. So like she already had all this baggage about it and like feeling weird about it and stuff. So it's just annoying that character still
She's just another step on the ladder.
That's it.
She was just another step on the ladder. All right, so this reminds me of a book called Mastery by Robert Greene, who's the same author who wrote The 48 Laws of Power. And in it, there's a story about this guy, Larry or Gary Roach, something Roach. He's a boxer, and I'm pretty sure he became a professional boxer, but, like he was nothing special, basically. So after his boxing career, he goes and he opens a gym, and he becomes like a boxing teacher. And from there, he's able to, he taught people, I think like Floyd Mayweather, like people like that, like come to his gym. Like his gym was like the big thing in the boxing community. So, that kind of that reminded me of that because, it's like sometimes you think something's your purpose and you like try so hard for it, right? But then the next best person beats you. And then you just go on to the next thing, and maybe that's your purpose.
To be clear, that's obviously what this show is about.
No. I know you're just saying you don't like it. You just don't like it.
I wasted my time. I would not have watched it if I knew that's what this show was about. I watched enough depressing shit. I didn't want that one.
It's funny. I see. So 40-san just wanted to rant about this show that pissed him off. I see.
Too much, yeah. I thought that philosophically, I understood what it was going for.
Yep.
I found it shallow. I just didn't really dig it.
Got it.
I don't know. They could have if they were gonna make that decision, there were things that could have made her character more worthwhile leading up to that decision. You know what I mean? There could have been like other stronger decisions, other stuff in the show. To me, if there could have been something else there for us to hold on to with her character. There was nothing.
Okay, it was just her with that instrument.
Yeah, like she wasn't a good person. Like, well, she gets there's a character who says to her at one point. I don't remember exactly what she says, but she sums up her whole personality. And and they just say she's like, you don't say anything because you don't want to be hurt or hurt anyone. So you just want to know. You'll listen. You'll sneak around and listen to everything that's happening, but you're never gonna actually do anything. And that's like that's how she approached her own life too. Except for studying this instrument to do this one thing. It's the one thing that she fucking was trying for.
Yeah.
And that's what we were watching her do, and she didn't get it. So, all right, if she wasn't going to get that, she could have at least had something going for her the other way. But now, to me, it's like, what the hell? This girl's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found her to be, I guess, in the end, not a very respectable character.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess that's why she got a shitty ending, right?
Sure, but minor decisions, like 3 different decisions along the way could have changed it.
Yeah,
and that's all. What are you gonna do? Like I said, not my story. I didn't write it.
Yeah.
That's it, though. I guess I just wanted to share that, and I guess just ask you, my question would be to you is, you might have answered it honestly already. How did you how to put this? Because I don't think disappointment's the right word. I mean, we're talking about fiction. To be disappointed in these things is stupid. And I'll say that to anyone. I don't care. But there is I guess we'll say a certain level of disappointment, right?
Yeah.
And something doesn't go in what you want. Luckily, this was just a single season. I've had longer stuff that has made me feeling the same. How do you feel when these things happen to you? Like when you're invested in a piece of fiction that winds up pulling the rug out from under you?
I'm not too hurt by it, I think I always kind of find the light in it because I don't know if it's who I am as a person or what, but it's and I think it actually has a lot to do with how we talked about love, right? You have a more enthusiastic, hopeful look towards love. I have a more semantical, proof is in the pudding, whatever you want to call it, nihilistic. Would that be the word?
Maybe.
So for me, I'm okay, the ending was everyone died and no one got what they wanted. I'm well, that's how life goes sometimes,
I like those endings. Yeah. That's a different thing. It's a different thing, but
I think it's that
fucking bummer
idea.
Ending. That's a whole different thing.
Well, what was this then? This was just, what was the point? It was just waste of time.
Yeah, man.
No, because I think it's like I said, with the mastery thing, this was a story about a person that made the wrong decisions, didn't get what she wanted, but you know what? She moved on with life and did something at least, and that's how a lot of people's lives go. So. Holy shit! I guess so.
Yes, but to me, not entertainment.
Oh no! I mean, I could say probably not entertaining. Yeah,
I might as well go read them fucking books about a girl whose little sister is really only there to give her fucking other sister blood or some shit. That's a book. You know what I mean? To me, that's not entertainment.
Yeah.
I know it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this: I think I'm very good about picking what I read and watch. Because
no, you are. I am not.
Because I mean, like you say, you watch everything. I watch some things sometimes. Yeah. So I am yet to really have that waste of time feeling. Um,
Although I'll admit, I am getting better at giving up shows.
There you go.
You know, there are like a bunch of shows running that I watched maybe the first like 3 or 4 episodes, and I was just like,
yep,
just gave up on.
Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with it.
I didn't used to do that. I would see them through and just hate watch them. You know?
Why do you think you did that?
I don't know.
Just
I don't know what to say. I have the response. This is my mania. I just want to watch anime, so I watch anime, whether I like it or not.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, okay, I guess you want to know my like honest feeling.
It's a lifestyle.
It is definitely partly that, but like there's also, you just said it a little while ago, like the optimism, hopeful part of me.
Yeah.
There is always a part of me. It's like, I watched 8 episodes of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something in here worth my time. If I watch it through the end, maybe there's something I can latch onto.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, and for the other show, it was her playing the solo. I was like, I can't wait to see her play her solo. I want to see it. I didn't get to see it. Was the song still beautiful? Yes, of course it was.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't have the same emotional sway for me. It just made me bitter.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
He's stubborn. He's stubborn.
Am. But you know, I mean, I've just seen so many examples of these things working better. You know, it's like I know it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I bitched about it enough. But you know.
Oh shit. So, Corey Kenshin, who you don't know, I don't know if the people watching will know. Oh, okay, but Corey Kenshin is a big YouTuber. A lot of people love him. Internet loves him. He's one of those people that he's a huge YouTuber, very successful. But he just like, I wouldn't say he doesn't enjoy it, but like, I mean, he took an 8-month break from YouTube. Like this is his first.
What he wants to do.
It's not. Yeah, I think it's not what he wants to do. Like not like what he sees as his purpose. And I think this manga that he made is more in that direction.
When you say he made it, write it and draw it, or?
No, he didn't. He can't draw for shit. He says, which made me think of you when he was talking about it. I was like, this is literally like 40-san. He can't draw, but is a very writing, creative person. Like loves this stuff. Loves to tell stories.
If I could afford it, I would hire an artist in a heartbeat.
So that's the thing. This guy, I said, huge on YouTube. So he's got the money, right? So he went to a studio. I think it's Nye. Nye was the name of the studio. I don't know. If you watch the video, like he literally has like a trailer for his manga, and it looks like a fucking trailer for an anime. You know, like it's animated. It's very well done.
I've seen some manga trailers. Yeah, they're awesome.
So, but this isn't like a normal manga trailer though. Like
it's not,
because he even talked about that in the video. He's like, yeah, you know, I've seen manga trailers, and like, yeah, they're usually like this, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something else. So this is like literally like. It looked like a lot of people who watch the trailer and are stupid and didn't read because it says like manga release coming soon. Like, is he making an anime? I'm like, no, it says right there manga coming soon. But like that's how good the trailer was. They animated it and it looked like an anime. But yeah, so like he's rich. Like he went to the studio. They worked together. He basically storyboarded. And they created the manga. But I guess my point being like, and he talks about it in this video about like, you know, most people when it's coming from a YouTuber, like it's going to be shitty. Like YouTubers are just trying to sell you stuff, like whatever. But
that depends on the YouTuber.
Well, no, absolutely. But I think like expectation most of the time is when a YouTuber does something that isn't YouTube, you're expecting it to not be as good, you know? But, you know, he's basically like making his video like trying to sell you this. Like, he's like, I'm going to sell this to you because I know you're not just going to be like, oh, I made a manga, like, it's probably going to be amazing. But here's why, and, you know, here's why, you know. Basically, you know, he poured his whole heart and soul into it, like I said, because I think this is what he wanted to do.
How was he releasing it?
Just like a manga, you know, just book. He has his own website for it.
Is it here in America?
It's in America, yeah.
Like, is it going to bookstores?
Like, I don't know yet. Currently,
I'm trying to figure out if it's a general release or just an independent release he's selling through his website.
It's independent right now, I believe, because it has its own website. I'm sure if there's results, it'll be able to get pushed out to bookstores and stuff.
Yeah, if he sells well, he might be able to.
Which honestly, at the end of the day, I think he is going to sell well because, like I said, he is an internet sensation. People love him. I think it's gonna sell well.
You gonna buy it?
I already did. Like, he's a creator that inspires me a lot, you know? Like, because most of his content is like scary games, like horror games. I'm not necessarily a big horror game guy, but I love watching him. His personality is amazing. And he has posted a lot of things that are just like purely inspirational and philosophical, you know, like he gets deep into like why, you know, I want to do what I want to do, and like, why should I have anyone tell me that I can't, you know, like we talk about Mayonaka Punch, shit like that, you know? Yeah. And he's living it. He's about it, you know? Like, he fucking has done it, man. He is doing what he wants to do, what he's setting out to do. So I just think it's a big inspiration.
I love that for him.
I love it for him. I'm excited to read his manga. Because, you know, hey, it very well might be amazing. And, like, maybe you'll like it and maybe we'll talk about it. And at the least, I can say, hey, he's doing it, you know?
How's the art look?
The art looks great because it's done by a whole studio, you know? Like, and...
Is like, what kind of, like, compare it to another manga, like, what kind of style is it?
I'd say it's on the artistic level of Kaiju number 8, but the style is a little more Americanized. Because obviously it is an American-made thing. He's working with an American company, you know. So, you know, that's part of, like, why, you know, I think... Because I always think, you know, we always talk about, like, American-made manga is, like, you know?
Yeah, like, it doesn't... Yeah, like, because I think, listen, there's a lot of great American art. You know, there's a lot of amazing American comic art, for sure. You know, I just, like... It's just not the style I prefer anymore.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, the style, it looks like an in-between, in my opinion. It looks like I said, like it's on the level of like Kaiju number 8.
It looks like manga-inspired American comics.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I bet you it looks great. I've read
and I was happy because I'm pretty sure it is right to left. I'm pretty sure. I hope it is, unless the video was just inverted. You know, I don't know, but no, it couldn't have been because the text would have been backwards. So I'm pretty sure it's right to left, which I'm happy about.
I mean, I just find it strange. If it's originally written in English, why? And it's drawn by American or whatever artists. Why is it drawn backwards if they're not their natural way of doing it? It doesn't make sense to me. That's the reason it's like that in Japan. It's just that's their way they do things.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Seems strange.
Well,
I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Not my story.
Yeah. You
know, I didn't do it, so.
only the results will tell, you know.
Let it speak for itself, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
That's all any of us can do. Like, if you want to create something, just make it, put it out there. Wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Hell yeah. Someone
It's
could
awesome,
say, someone would say, "Why the fuck are these guys doing this podcast shit? This is stupid." You know.
I'm sure they're saying it. I'm sure they're already saying it.
Ain't gonna stop
Ain't
us.
gonna bother me none. Yeah, I don't care.
So
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Word, man.
Word.
Okay, I like it. You should put that video in the
description as well. Oh yeah, in the description as well. I like it. Yep, I'll have both those linked.
We should make that a habit of, like, things that we shout out. We should put links.
You're right.
In our description, people know what we're talking about, and we give the proper,
absolutely
appreciation channels, stuff like that.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think that was pretty good.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
I got nothing.
Me neither. I'm just excited for all that is to come. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of work to do. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm excited to see what our next track is going to sound like.
It's going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be better.
I agree.
And I'm hyped to, like, when we actually get into FL. I think that's going to be really fun. Because there's so much more you can do than what we're doing in Reaper,
I'm sure, yeah. Sure. Hey, dude.
Yeah. I was really happy with those drums yesterday. I was really happy with it.
I was happy with that whole thing. I really liked it.
I mean, yeah. I felt like we didn't have a real melody. That was the only thing.
We weren't there yet.
That's what I mean. That was the only thing. But like the rest of it, I was happy about. I definitely listened to Succubus right after and was like, "Wow, that was shit," but I was happy with making it.
Yeah.
So
that's okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Suck you, butt. Fuck.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I think FL2, we're gonna have a lot more fun because, like, the drums will be so much faster, right? And then we can focus on. We can focus more on, like, what you want to do. You wanted to do something with the guitar. You wanted to do, then we can play around with the synths and all that and the MIDI and, so.
I agree.
I think it'll open up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And engineering, too. I want to get back into engineering. So.
I don't know anything about it.
I know a decent amount. I think it's going to be... It's probably shitty when I first start, but like I'll know the baseline stuff, and then as I go, I'll figure it out, But yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's exciting.
Hell yeah.
Word up. All right, well, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I'm gonna start streaming. Soon.
All right. Cool.
Soon may mean like a year from now.
Sometime in the future.
It could be a day, could be a week, could be a month, could be a year, but soon, because I do really want to do that. I think that's gonna help a lot. I also think it's gonna help me get better at actually talking in my videos, because I just sit there in silence half the time.
But you're also playing a game. You just like get invested and start playing.
So it's so interesting. Last night I played a game with my friends, and I recorded it. Part of it, the first like hour, they were because I literally like stretched out and looked at the audio waves. Right, I had a track for me, I had a track for them. Their thing was like constantly going, and mine was like a blip here, a blip there, a little thing there. I'm like, I really just don't talk. So it's intriguing. And then as the night went on, I think I got more talkative, but a lot of it was like not stuff I should be posting online. So I had to scrap that, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. It's funny. I mean, recognizing it's the first step.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Both said that at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That note, like, share, subscribe.
Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.
Philosoweebs out.